Hello beautiful people, and welcome to this little series on the law of attraction. Let's chat about the law of attraction. I'm going to be posting videos every Sunday for the next few weeks answering some of your questions on the law of attraction. So a few weeks ago on my community page I asked you, what did I actually say? I will be answering your questions on the law of attraction soon. Please post your questions below for me to answer. Many of you have, both on my YouTube community page and on my Facebook page. So I am going to be answering those questions over the next few weeks. There's an awful lot of them. I will get through as many as I can, and I will try to make it as clear as possible. But if you have more questions, please feel free to post them below. So it's going to be fairly informal. Get yourself a tea or coffee, get yourself comfy. We're going to chat. I'm going to take probably one question at a time, and we will just allow it to unfold. So who am I? What do I know about this stuff? My name's Julie Poole. I'm a professional hypnotherapist, psychic, law of attraction teacher, coach, energy healer, Reiki Master, author, lots of different stuff. Okay, so I've been doing this work for professionally for 25 years, and I've been aware of it all of my life. You can find all of this out for yourself, and many of you have been reading stuff, but you're confused. Of course, there's The Secret, Rhonda Byrne, but it's all about, how does this make sense? Where is the confusion? What's it all about? So we're going to answer as many of those questions as we can. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, Annie M is asking, how do you stay focused so you don't mess up your manifestation? It's hard to focus on abundance when your bank account is empty and the bills are mounting. I completely agree. I completely agree, Annie M. It's hard. At times it's hard. So we're manifesting, trying to manifest abundance and flow and prosperity, and you keep seeing an empty bank account. And you keep getting distracted by the bills and the lack of money, which of course keeps bringing you back to the lack of it's not here yet, which of course gives you some wibbles and wobbles. So how do we stay focused? So we look at it and we acknowledge, right now the bank account isn't looking very healthy. Right now the bills are mounting. But this is the way I work it, and it works for me. But the universe knows what I need. I've already told it, and I've said to the universe, I need to manifest this amount of money by this amount of date in this amount of way. And any other ways that you want to bring to me, fabulous. Thank you so much for meeting all of my needs. Thank you for making sure that I have enough to meet my obligations and commitments. Thank you for the support that you give me, because I know it's on its way. I know it's on its way. Yeah. Now, I'm not going to be irresponsible and start spending money I haven't got, trusting the universe is going to fill that gap, because that's not fair. If I said to the universe, for example, I've got £300 worth of bills to pay and my bank account's empty, and I say to the universe, I need £300 to pay these bills, I know it's coming, so I'm just going to go and spend some of that because I trust the universe is going to replace it. That's me being a little bit irresponsible and not really fair. So if you've said to the universe, I need this amount of money, thank you so much. All right, thank you for providing. I try not to use the word need, but at the same time, it is a need. It's not a desire. I need to pay these bills, okay? But need is a lack energy, so we acknowledge it. Right now, I don't have that money. Thank you so much for bringing it to me. You'll find a way. You always do. You find a way. Years ago, and not that long ago, I've got to be honest, there was a long period of time where I lived month to month. There was never enough money at the end of the month, ever. There was never enough month at the end of the money. I always ran out before the end of the month, and I would be scraping the last few days to put food on the table for my children and myself to just get through to payday. But I used to say to the universe, there'll be enough. There will be enough. A way will be found. There will be enough. And somehow there always was. Always. And I lived like that for a long time before I realized I was creating that struggle because my belief said there's never enough money. So I put it out to the universe. Let's find a way that there is enough money. Thank you for showing me the way. And within a few days, I'm thinking, well, how can I lower my income, my expenses, or how can I increase my income? Right? There is a lack here between what's going out and what's coming in. It's too tight. I want a bigger cushion. I want a bigger cushion. So thank you for showing me the way. Within a few days, I realized that if I moved closer to my job, I would save, and I worked it out, petrol money, childcare money, time of travel time, that I could buy a house that was less expensive, so that would lower the mortgage. I looked at it all and I thought, okay, there's one option there, which is that I lower my outgoings, which will increase the amount of month at the end of the money, or I look for a job with higher salary. So I decided I'm going to do both. Thank you very much, because I want a nice big cushion between what's going out and what's coming in. So I did both. I put it out, and within 3 months I had a higher paid job, and within 4 months, I think it was, around the same time, I also moved to be closer to the job, which lowered my childcare, my fuel and everything else. So I found a way to increase the buffer. But for a long time, I just accepted I can't increase the buffer. This is what it is. And of course, if that's my belief, this is what it is, then that was my reality. When I changed my reality, when I changed my thinking, I changed my reality. And that's what you can do too. It's when you say it's impossible, I can't do that. And you would not believe how many times I've heard people say that. It's impossible for me to leave my miserable marriage. It's impossible for me to leave my miserable job. It's impossible for me to change X, Y, Z. It's impossible. As long as you have that belief it's impossible, you are creating your reality on that belief, which is it's impossible. But everything is possible when you change your thinking. Everything is. Everything is. I remember watching Jake Ducey about 4 years ago, probably. Maybe, no, more than that. Maybe 5 years ago. It was when he only had about 30,000 subscribers. He hadn't been going very long. He's got millions now. And I loved this one saying that he made a decision. He was earning $8,000 a year, which isn't very much. And he made the decision and said to the universe, I want to earn in 1 month what I now earn in 1 year. And that really resonated for me, because I wasn't earning very much then either. I always had enough, and there was a reasonable cushion. But I couldn't afford holidays or luxuries or anything like that. And I said to the universe, I like that. I like the idea of that a lot. I'd like to earn in a month what I currently earn in a year. And you know, it took me 3 years, but I did. I earned in 1 month what at the time I was earning in a year. Because I changed my belief. So did it just happen? No. Along that way, I was given various guidance. I'd come back to that mantra. I am earning in 1 month what I used to earn in a year. I am so abundant. Money comes to me in an avalanche, in different forms, in different ways, and it's always replaced, and there's always enough. Words to that effect. And so consequently, along the way, I got little prompts. Okay, increase your hours, increase your prices, increase the options, put some things for sale on your website. I kept getting different messages. I'd be led to a book on wealth, on abundance, on prosperity. Napoleon Hill. Who else did I read? Somebody really, really good, and his name escapes me, back from the 30s. Amazing. I kept being drawn to these different prosperity things, and each time I would increase my sense of self-worth, of what I deserve to be paid. I said to the universe, I work for you and I want a pay rise. And I want better terms and conditions. And so I got them. So we change the thinking and we manifest and we create. But we also have to look at the blocks. So when money wasn't flowing, I had to look at what part of me is blocking that, because the law of attraction is absolute. If it's not coming, it's not the universe's fault. There's a part of me that is repelling it, is not aligned with it, it's not lined up. All of my different bits, emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, are we all on the same page, or are we fighting against each other, blocking the law of attraction from coming my way? All right, so I hope that helps. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.